Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today I'm going to share how to create a decal circle card, the big one. So I was so excited when I saw those dies. Yes, excited about dies. The largest one, it is almost 5 3/4. See, we can say 5 3/4, the width of it. So we can make a large card, and I'm going to share how to create an envelope. At the end of this video, I'm going to share my bear card. The bear card, it's using the Deckeled die also. I got one a little girl with the boat at the top, but the bear fit in a regular envelope. But this one here, the large circle card, doesn't fit in a regular envelope. So I'm going to share a simple way to do an envelope with 8.5 by 11 paper. I retain myself of using 12 by 12 because many dislike to have to purchase 12 by 12 just for one card or so on. So I'm using all 8.5 by 11 paper for this. So I get one here in, I use the metal die. This paper, it's Illo Irresistible online exclusive, the Open Slate online exclusive. So you can do that for any occasion. Now this one, if you see, open at the top. So, and it stand very lovely. This one on the side, so you can have it that open this way also. And see also its stand. So let's get started. First thing we want, I'm going to get what we need for the machine here. We need a piece of cardstock for the card base that measure, and I'm looking for my cutter here. I swear that stuff really disappear in this room. Get another one here. You want 6 by 11. So 6 by 11. We're going to score that at 5.5. For the card base, I decide to use the heavy white cardstock. We're going to fold this in half, reinforce this. Now, on the top, I decide to do Night, so I choose this paper, but I'm going to make it very simple. I just rip a piece of crumb cake here, and we're going to glue this at the bottom. This don't look like crumb cake. It looked like our old Sarah sand. So let me reach for crumb cake. I wanted crumb cake. So let me see. Okay, and then you're going to see how it's done. So you're going to take a piece of cardstock and just rip, okay? It's to do the bottom. Boom. So now we're going to glue this at the bottom here. And you're going to see why I choose to do this. Some of the print in the Oldie Night, you get many prints that you get all the background done, but I want to be able to use different print that it's not all just one print, right? Because we just get 2 of each in a paper stack. So now you see I got this. Just so I know where the edge is, because I just ripped that quick, I just going to cut this in the back so then I know where to put my die. So now we got this part. And we got our card. So this is going to be the top. This is going to be the bottom. I mean, the card base. Now, looking at the dies, I count from coming in. So number 1 going to be the card base. Number 2 going to be the top layer. Okay, number 2. the top layer. And then 3, I cut this for the inside. We will talk about the inside when we're there. But this one, it's number 3, while the other one, I use number 2, the same than the front. You will see why I switched to number 3 in a minute. So let's bring the die cut machine and let's start rolling. Okay, it's kind of tight, but it's going to be good. So this is 6 by, so it's 6 wide there. So, whoops, here, good thing I looked. This is where it closes, okay? So the die, it's longer than our paper. You could have it skin, not skinnier, but the top, yeah, skinnier, less open there. But then we would have to go with a 6, not a 6, but a 12 by 12 paper, or you would cut it at 6, fold it in 2. You would have a little bit longer. You would have ½ inch longer, so you could shrink that a bit. But I think this is going to look okay. So all depends on your choice. Now let's roll that on. So really it would be the top, instead of having, because you want to have a closure there, that's what keep the card together. Maybe you would have like the straight line about here, see? So it's what you like. If you get 12 by 12 paper, use it. You're going to cut it at 6 by 12, fold in half. As long that when you put your paper, let's say this is folded, you get, I would say about this big. So the card base stick together. It needs something to have the inch there, okay? Okay, now this is number 2. And we're going to cut our paper right here. So you decide where you want it. And that's going to be the top of the card front. Now this is going to cover quite a bit on opening. Now I already done the inside, okay? Speed up the process a little bit. Now let's remove this. Et voila. Now this part here, going to come right here. This one, this is going to be at the top, because voila. Because if I put it on the side, it could go on the side also, absolutely. It could, see? So wherever you like to have it, I'm going to put it at the top, this one. So we're going to glue this part to this. It's very simple, and the beauty about this, you can do any occasion, right? So now we're going to put that right here. And it's going to pass, and that is okay. Now for the inside, this is number 3, the third one, counting from the outside in. And, oh, I didn't have to have one because this was white. I wanted to have Night of Navy. So, see, it's Night of Navy I wanted. So I'm going to put inside white on white. That's it. I don't know why. In my head, I was using Night of Navy. But here we go. So now you can see it fit perfectly. And you get a nice border. And I don't know if I can remount that on Night of Navy. Maybe so. If so, I'm going to have it on my blog so you can see it. Or I'm going to do another one. That's it. I will do another one you can see. Now, we're going to use this right here. So I pre-cut that. I will have all supplies on my blog. You know what? I'm going to use dimensional, the little dimensional in the back of this. So to see the finished card, go to the link right below. It's going to bring you to my blog. Also, you're going to see the finished card, and you will have the measurement, and you're going to have all the product that I use, okay? Let's remove this. And put that right here. Now I brought my crumb cake marker, and I'm going to flicker that at the bottom like the sand or so on. And also I got my Wink of Stella here. that I want to flicker a little bit of that. Some sparkle for that special night. Et voila. Now I cut a tiny little star here, see? And that it's all from the same suite, except the Deckeled Die. Put the star, and I thought to use the big one, and I was like, it's going to be too much. I'm going to put that right here. Oops. First, you have to remove the backing to glue. Imagine that. I'm going to put that right here. And I brought some bling, some rhinestone. So we're going to, well, that is weird. Here we go. So I'm going to use the tiny one, well, the medium one here in the center of our star. And then the little one, I'm going to add a few here and there just to add some bling. I don't think that for this guy you can have too many blings, right? Et voila. That's it. See how pretty it is? I know it's going to be prettier on Night of Navy, I'm pretty sure. So I will make it work on Night of Navy. And now the envelopes. So for the envelope, you're going to use a piece of regular cardstock here. We're going to, this is a full cardstock. We're going to cut that at 7. So cut this at 7. If you mail a square envelope, it will cost you more in postage. That's just the way it is. So visit your post office to know exactly how much more it's going to cost you. Now we're going to score ½ on each end. ½ and this is a simple envelope, okay? No envelope board needed. It's very simple, and it would be more simple if I would use a 12 by 12, but I was determined to show you how it is with to do it with regular size paper. Now we're going to score that at 4 3/4. Score at 4 3/4, and we're going to score at 10.5. Okay, now this piece here, it's 1.5. We're going to need 6 inch of that. So we can do it all with one piece of cardstock. We're going to have this left over. Now you can cut that with your paper cutter, or you can cut that with your scissors. But what we want to cut from, here's your last score. You're going to cut that to the first score there. So go ahead, put that here. Oops, make sure my cut. And cut that to your first score. And then I'm going to flip this here. Put that at ½ here. And we're going to cut that all the way to your score line there. Now, if you go a little bit past, that is okay. You're going to cut diagonal. Just a little bit diagonal here. Diagonal. And then over here, diagonal. And the reason why diagonal is because it's going to fold easier. Now, let's reinforce our score line before we do anything else. So reinforce this. When it comes to envelope or 3Ds or whatever, I feel that tumble glue is the best. Now you're going to say, well, what the heck? How are you going to send that, right? Well, this here going to go on top right here. So we're going to go ahead and put our glue right here. Don't pass your tab there. And then I like to put this down. And again, you can do a little bit diagonal if you want there, but what I do, I come back and see, boom. Now, leave that open there. You're going to take your glue and glue this. Oh, you know what? I want diagonal there, just so it's easier to put your card in, I feel. There we go. And you want to do both sides here because we're going to close this. So you want to make sure you get enough glue, but not too much that it ooze on the inside, because if it ooze on the inside, your envelope will not open. Now let's keep this close. Press. So again, to mail a square envelope, it's costs more in the postage. So if that's, you don't want to pay more for the postage, if you go like at any office supplies, or even Walmart, maybe even at the grocery store, you can have this size envelope. It's 9x6. Usually it's invitation envelope. So you can put those card in. It's just that it's going to be loose. But this size card envelope, it don't cost more in postage. So keep that in mind. It's just that your card's going to be loose in there, but it won't cost you more in postage. If you want a snug, right here, and that's going to fit right inside. Et voila. And so make sure this way. Oops. Make sure your star it's in. And then what you're going to do, you can use Tombow to glue it, or you can use a seal. But pay attention, you just get about 3/4 of an inch there. So you want to put your glue right at the edge and then close it. Okay, it's not a licking thing. So that is it. So you see, I think the square envelope look very, very rich personally. So, and the beauty of all these cards, it's you can do it with regular size paper. So now again, this is it's not for our regular A2 envelopes like the bear. I will have the bear. So you can do different things. You don't have to have the ears. You can do the same design, but smaller. So I have it smaller that would fit in our regular envelope. I hope I inspire you to use those amazing, awesome Deckeled circle die. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up, and right below you can subscribe to my channel. So while I go live, when I go live, you get notified. Thank you so much for your support. Till next time, happy stamping, my friends.